Cue really cool intro. People with a penis. People without a penis. Yeah, why I support Aston Villa. So basically I was around 6 or 7 when I first got into football. I think it was the 2003-2004 season. And that was the season when Arsenal won the league. It was the invincible season. They didn't lose a single game out of that entire season. And at that stage, I did actually support Arsenal. Believe it or not, I was an Arsenal fan. But that was back in the day when I thought glory supporting was the thing. You know, I thought you supported a team because they were good. And they did have Thierry Henry, they had Bergkamp, Pires, Patrick Vieira, Ljungberg as well. They were just an excellent team. Arsene Wenger was just on top of the world at that stage. Excellent manager, excellent squad. I don't think we've seen the likes of it in the Premier League since. But then my dad sort of brought me round not too long after that. The following season, I was just a massive Villa supporter. We had David O'Leary in charge at that stage. And yeah, it was really, really cool. You know, Villa weren't anywhere near as bad as we are now. So, never had like an absolutely excellent experience with Villa. But yeah, we're at the worst we've ever been since I've been alive at this stage right now at the moment. And we were a little bit better back then. We had some really cool players as well. So this is the first Villa shirt that I ever had. If you look at that, made by Hummel, old Villa crest, badge, whatever, sponsored by DWS Investments. My door has been repainted and it's only one coat at the moment, so that's why the door looks a bit shoddy. But yeah, that's my first Villa shirt, 2004-2005 season. So that proves that it was my shirt. Says George. Got the old Premiership logo on there, Premier League, whatever. And I've got number 7 on there because my favourite player was Lee Hendry back then, and he was number 7 for Villa. He was a centre midfielder. Played alongside Gareth Barry and people like that. We got the chevrons on the sleeves. Those were good days. Brilliant days. Miss them very much. This is my second shirt. It is a goalkeeper shirt. No idea why I got a goalkeeper shirt. It's from the same season as the one that I just showed you, actually. That just shows how cheap football shirts and football kits were these days. I did actually have the full kit with this shirt. I had a full goalkeeper kit. If you just have a look at the back as well, I've actually got the goalkeeper number as well. Number 1, Thomas Sorensen. But yeah, I think the reason was I used to play at my granddad's house quite a lot because he had a bigger garden. Well, he still does have a bigger garden than me. We used to have a goal, like a big goal in the back garden at his house, and he used to take penalties against me. So I think that was the reason why I had that shirt, the goalkeeper kit as well. Basically just for that reason, and that shows how cheap they were back in those days. I wouldn't even buy a new Villa shirt today. That's how much money they cost. I literally cannot afford it. Had this one as well. 2008-2009 Acorns, made by Nike this time. Got the new Villa badge on there. Everyone was a bit critical of the AVFC badge when it came out, but you know, people are used to it now. It's still the Villa badge. But this one, didn't really wear it as often, but yeah. And the shirt I'm wearing now, as you see here, a little bit older, not claret and blue either. It's actually the Villa away shirt from 1989 to 1990. It was my dad's. My dad's been a massive Villa fan all his life. We actually have ancestors from Aston itself, which is where Villa's actually, well, it's based in Witton, but it's like very close to Aston, and that's where the football team's named after as well. But it's sponsored by Meter Copiers. It was made by Hummel, who made those other Villa shirts that I showed you, and it's got a really old badge there. But I actually really like this shirt. It's got like this sort of white with black sleeves and this really nice purple trim on it. But this is back in the day. I've just checked, just double checked. I thought this was the case. But in 1989 to 1990, Villa actually finished second in the league. We finished second. We had David Platt, not the one from Coronation Street. It was a different David Platt. He was the top scorer for that season. I'm pretty sure my dad must have gone and seen a lot of those games, and I'm really jealous of him. I'm actually really jealous of like how many football matches my dad's seen, because he used to have season tickets back in the 1980s. I've hardly ever really had the chance to go and see games, which is pretty sad. The first game I ever saw was in May 2005 against Man City. It was a home game and we lost. Kiki Masampa and Sean Wright-Phillips scored for Man City, and I think Juan Pablo Angel scored for Villa. He was one of my favourite players. He was a good striker, Colombian striker with a bandana and long hair. He was really cool. But yeah, we had some really good players back in those days, and I really do miss them.
I also have this really dench Aston Villa beanie style hat. Got it from eBay for a very cheap price. Now I'm wearing it.
But yeah, sadly Villa are almost definitely going to be relegated this season. I can't see them escaping again. But I think it's going to be quite refreshing for us to go down to the Championship, see what life's like down there. And, you know, look at the teams who've worked their way back up. Look at Leicester, look at Southampton and Stoke and Palace and Watford, West Ham, Newcastle. All those clubs have gone down. Sunderland as well. I know they're struggling, but they've gone down and come back up and sort of rejuvenated themselves. And that's exactly what Villa can do. We just need a new owner. We need better players with more experience. It's been great seeing you guys again. It's been an absolute pleasure. Here's a dog. Vito is going to be doing one of these videos for Man United and Inter Milan very soon, and we're going to be vlogging tomorrow and meeting up with him. In the meantime, still stay warm, still a little bit chilly outside, and peace. Like, share, comment, subscribe.